Spurgeon here with RevZilla, and today we are taking a look at the Roland Sands Ronin Colorblock Perforated jacket available at RevZilla.com. So if you're familiar with the way we do graphic overviews on our helmets, we're going to carry that through the new Roland Sands Ronin Colorblock Perf jacket. We're going to give you a brief overview of what you can see for the changes for this new piece, but if you want all the down and dirty facts on the Ronin itself, make sure to check out our detailed breakdown video where we rip this jacket apart and we show you everything you can expect from it. Now really for 2017, the new spring line, what we're seeing from Roland Sands for the Ronin is a new color option as well as a perfed option for the Ronin line. And with this jacket, you have one color available. This is going to be the black and steel, and you're going to notice that this is going to be a little bit different than the regular Ronin color blocked. The color blocked is going to give you the color, the steel on top, and then the body is going to be black. For the perf version, they've changed that. You're now going to have the black on top from the shoulders down to the arms, and the main body is going to be the perfed steel, and steel is just a fancy way for Roland Sands to say blue. The other change that we're going to see is that anywhere you see perforation on this is going to be goat skin as opposed to cowhide. So sizing has stayed the same. Rob on my left hand side is going to stand at a commanding 5'9", weighs in at 160 pounds, and measures his chest at 38 inches. We have him in a size medium, and that's where the size chart for the Ronin puts him. Now that's going to put him at the very bottom of the size chart, and you're going to see that he could probably even consider sizing down one size if he wanted to. So keep that in mind. This is going to fit about a half size large, so if you are in the bottom half of that size chart, you'd want to consider moving down a size. If you're in the middle to the top half of the size chart, you're going to stay with the size it recommends, and you should have no problems there. So Roland Sands is a brand that we have known at RevZilla for their wild style in the cafe and cruiser world. The pieces are going to be premium leather offerings, and that's really where we've seen the Ronin traditionally come into play, right around the top of the food chain. Now, there's some other options out there if you want to consider moving up to the Clash. The Clash comes in around $650 price point, or the regular Ronin without the perforation. But if you are going to be riding in the warmer climate and you want something that's going to give you a little bit of differentiation from the color, the Ronin Colorblock Perf is the way to go. And this is going to come in right around that $620 price point. So again, a premium offering from Roland Sands. So the color is really what we're seeing here. Black at the very top, and then you're going to have that steel blue coming through. And the second half of what we're taking a look at is the perforation. So like I said earlier, you have two different types of leather coming into play now. Where before with the regular Ronin, it was all going to be that airborne leather. Now that airborne leather is going to be localized to the shoulders and down the outside of the arm. And remember, that's that 1.3 millimeter cowhide. It's going to be triple washed, triple waxed to give you a really broken in feel. And then the main body now is going to be done in goat skin. You're going to see this very large amount of perforation. Now, if this was a race suit, we would want to probably see the perforation stop right before it gets to the edge. But keep in mind, this is for you cafe racers, your cruisers, so you're not going to be taking this to the track. So having the perforation run all the way to the seam isn't as much of an issue for me. So what I'm going to have you do now, Rob, is I'm going to have you go ahead and face backwards so we can see the color working around the back. So the same way we saw the front, you're going to have that localized leather, and the black is going to be done at the very top, and then that goat skin comes into play for the main chassis across the back. Massive amount of perforation, and this is not by any means a small micro perf. This is a very large just perforation to the leather that we're seeing, and it will give you a max amount of airflow. The one thing to note here is that there's no armor included with these jackets, so you'd want to go ahead and you want to add the armor pack. Roland Sands does sell an armor pack for this, which will include a back protector, shoulders, as well as elbows. Rob, I'm going to have you face forward. So if you have been a fan of the Ronin in the past, but maybe your climate is too hot to be able to justify wearing a full constructed leather piece, you now have a perforated option with the black and steel colorway. So there's a lot of riders out there that have been using Roland Sands throughout the years, and there's a lot of riders out there that have really put this stuff through its paces. So if you want to hear more about what they have to say, click the info button on your desktop or mobile device, which will allow you to read other rider reviews from folks that have some things to say about the Roland Sands gear they've been rocking. If you have more questions for one of our gear geeks as to which jacket is right for you, or maybe some questions on sizing, reach out at 877-792-9455, or simply shoot us an email, cs@revzilla.com. Thank you for joining us for this look at the Roland Sands Ronin Colorblock Perforated jacket. I'm Spurge. Enjoy the ride.